Shalom, Kal Hala Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught me this truth, and shalom also to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, and to the speckled bird across the four corners of the world, and to the few sisters who are listening to you. I say shalom. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson and a quick one too, but let's jump right into it. This is 1 Thessalonians 2:4. It says, "But as we were allowed of God to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, but not as pleasing men, but the Most High, which trieth our hearts." And you know, when you look up that, let's look up the definition for allowed. The definition for allowed is give someone permission to do something. So we've been given permission from the Most High to be put in trust with the gospel, to speak these words to the house of Israel and to the rest of the world for a witness against these kingdoms. We've been given permission by the Most High, not as pleasing men, but the Most High, which tries our hearts. So that's a very beautiful profession that we've been given by the Most High, and it is our profession, is what we do. You know, earlier I was watching a video of a brother, and he was saying that this should come before anything else, before your dreams, before your girl, before your family, before everything else, because in the end the Lord is going to give you the increase. Right now is the time to fight. Right now is to do all the work. Right now is, I'm not sure if you brothers have watched my video about the ant, but the ant is out there working so that he could chill and in the winter. So right now ants are chilling. Why? Because they gathered everything they needed to do and worked all they needed to they worked all they had to they worked, Salakia, and did everything that they needed to do in order to chill. And that's what we had to do right now. We've been allowed by the Most High and been put in trust with the gospel to speak it, Salakia. And that's a very beautiful thing. And another scripture that I want to get real quick is this. Colossians 3:23. "And whatsoever you do, do it heartily, as to the Lord and not unto men." And that's right. We've been given permission by the Most High to be put in trust with the gospel. And not only that, we should do it heartily. And that's something that that clicked in my head when I was watching the video of the brothers, because I remember when I first got into this truth, I was super hungry for it, like super hungry for it. I wanted to know everything and anything that there was to learn. At some point, I noticed, and this is a cut to myself because that video was a whole cut to me. I noticed that fire has been literally dying a little bit down, and Lord, I'm gonna pray on that. But you can't let the fire die down, man. You can't let it become a little flame. You can't let it do that. You should be burning with this for this truth, and doing it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men, because if you think about it carnally, you're gonna not reap anything beneficial or spiritual, like the scripture says. Let me just get that real quick. Romans 8:6. It says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be." And that's right. If you're doing this unto men, that's being carnally minded. You realize that it's not just for men, but it's something bigger than you. It's for God. It's for the Most High. It's something that's very beautiful that we've been entrusted with. This is not carnal by any means. This is fully 144% spiritual. And what we're going to reap from preaching these words and the things that we've been permitted to do by the Most High is going to end with life and peace. It's going to be a very beautiful reaping. We're gonna reap very beautiful things from the Most High. Let me just mute this. I don't know why. Slovakia. Cons, it's amazing that we've been entrusted with this. And it's fully spiritual. Fully spiritual. And being spiritual is going to end with life and peace. You just got to believe that. Got to believe. This is Galatians 1. Salakia, my phone cut off. Somebody called me, but anyways, Galatians 1:10. For do I now persuade men or God, or do I seek to please men? For if I yet pleased men, I should not be the servant of Hamashiach. And that's right. If you're seeking to please people, if you're seeking to speak to them nice things, what they want to hear, give them white lies, this is not for you, man. Because you're going to have to give them the cold, hard, pressed, unadulterated truth about the Bible. Everything that comes with it. You're going to have to stand behind that. And you're going to have to count the cost. That's what brothers always tell me, count the cost and know what you're involved in. Because being involved in this, you're going to become the enemy of a lot of people. Like the scripture says. I'll get that right now after this, but, if you're seeking to please men and tell them what they want to hear, like all these Christians do in churches and all of that, then you should not be a servant of Mashiach, because preaching the gospel, you're gonna tussle with a lot of people. A lot of people are gonna come against you because a lot of people exalt themselves with all the knowledge that they know. A lot of people insert things in the Bible. There's so many interpretations of the Bible as well, and most of those interpretations include a universal aspect. So as just like Catholicism, which includes everybody on the planet, when in fact the Bible is only directed to one family, and that's Israel, the Israelites. So if you're seeking to please men, this is not for you. The gospel is a very delicate thing, and it must be handled with care, and you must handle it diligently as well. And not only am I speaking that first and foremost to myself, but to other brothers as well that are coming into this truth, because coming into this truth, man, you're gonna lose a lot of friends, man, standing up for what you believe in. But at least you're standing up for something, because a lot of these people do not stand up for nothing, man. But let me just get that scripture that I was talking about in Isaiah 59:19. It says, or I think it's 15. Yeah, 15. Isaiah 59:15. Yeah, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. Let me just mute my notifications real quick. So the like the scripture says, truth fails in this world, because when you depart from evil, when you start doing the right thing, when you start you stop committing adultery, you stop messing with other people's wives, you stop selling drugs, you stop stealing, you stop dishonoring your mother and father, and so on and so forth. And then you get deeper into the scriptures, and you understand that there's more commandments, and you start trying to live and trying to rehearse those righteous acts. You're going to make yourself a prey. A lot of people are going to look at you like, what the hell, what is he on? Like, he don't even call us no more, he don't do this, he don't even hang out with us, he don't even smoke with us no more. And it's like, I'm not trying to do that no more. I'm trying to depart from the evil. And that's why truth fails in this world, because it fails for one only reason. You make yourself a prey, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. And that's right. The earth was Salakia. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So the judges that are currently in this world, they're not righteously judging the world. They're messing up the gospel and everything that comes with it. And that's why the truth fails in this world. But in your eyes, carnally, it might be failing, but spiritually, What you're doing, you're moving mountains with the faith that you've been given. You don't realize it yet, but when everything starts coming, when you start eating in Jacob's trouble and other people are not, when you start being good, when the Lord got you in certain times, you're gonna see that all this was worth it. When the Lord sets us up, it's all gonna be worth it. Yeah, truth faileth in this world because we're not of this world. You know, we're not of this world, and that's exactly why we make ourselves a prey. You know, but let's get going back to the gospel, Matthew 10:5. I'm gonna start at 5. It says, Matthew 10:5, these 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So the first and foremost, when we go preach the gospel, we're supposed to be calling and going to the lost sheep of the house of Israel and gather them first and foremost, because it all starts with the house of Israel. The judgment is going to start at the house of God, as it is written. Hold on, Salakia. Khan, and let's keep reading. It says, verse 6, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. So freely we have received this gospel, and freely we shall give it. That's why we go out to the highways and byways to preach the word. Verse 9, provide neither gold, nor silver, nor brass in your purses, nor scrip for your journey, neither two coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat. And that's right. You know, we don't have to give you gold. We don't need to give you all these things. We don't need to make a plan and say, oh, you know, you could, if you pay us 200, you're gonna get some fringes, and you're gonna get a garment, and you're gonna, you know, be part of this no, we don't need to do none of that. We don't need to give you gold. We don't need to give you silver. We don't need to give you no shoes, no coats, no nothing, none of that. The only thing we're giving you is the gospel. That's it. That's all you need to do, because we've been entrusted with it. We've been entrusted with it. And not only that, but we've been given the permission to do this. And to be permitted to do this is a beautiful opportunity that we must take advantage of while we still can, because time is running out. And you should feel under pressure, because, man, I've been feeling under pressure, but at the same time, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, be careless either. I might be under pressure, but it's better to feel under pressure than to feel careless about this and not do anything about it. To go back into the world and, you know, basically return to your own vomit. I'm not trying to do that, you know, and you shouldn't want to either. Ezekiel 3:1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So Khan. So we're supposed to eat this whole roll, meaning the whole Bible, including the Apocrypha, the books that got taken out, and go speak to the house of Israel. And this goes hand in hand with what it says in Matthew 10. We're supposed to go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel and bring them back into the fold, you know. And, I'm going to end it off with this scripture. Isaiah 62:6, and it says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye shall make mention of, ye that make mention of Yahweh, keep not silence. And that's right. We're not supposed, you know, that's why the apostle said to make a video a day, you know. And, you know, last night when I was watching the brothers' videos, they said that if you miss a day on making a video, the next day make 2. And if you miss another day, the next day make 3. And go on, keep adding on to it. If you miss videos, man, pick up and keep going. You know, we're not supposed to keep silence of these things that are going on. There's so many prophecies unfolding and so many calamities going on in the world that you should have ideas for videos and edification for the sheep. And uh, uh, we're not supposed to keep silence when we mention the Most High, because we already know who we are. We've been given the opportunity and the privilege to know who we are, and what the name of the Lord is and what His Son's name is. That's literally a treasure. It's a treasure that we must cherish by giving our diligence, and we're not gonna hold our peace day nor night. And if you miss a day, the next day make two. If you miss another day, the next day make three, so on and so forth. Just stay on top of it and stay sharp. Like the brothers were saying in the video, right now is the time to fight. Right now we should be pushing the most, because, and not only that, but we've been entrusted with this. When you're put into when you're put in trust with something, are you gonna just brush it off? Hell no, dude. You're supposed to be out there um taking care of the thing that you've been entrusted with. If somebody tells you, oh, can you babysit my dog while I go on vacation, and you've been entrusted with that dog, are you just gonna let that dog die? You're not gonna feed it, you're not gonna do nothing, you're not gonna clean its poop, you're not gonna wash it. Like, bro, we've been put into trust with something that's way more valuable than a dog. We've been put in trust with the gospel, the gospel, the good tidings. And it truly is a good news. So we should not keep our silence, you know. So with that, I'm gonna end it off with that. So with that, shalom. Dua to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for giving me the spirit to make this lesson. Wa abad babal shalom.